Hello everyone watching into the United Matters channel. We are here to bring you the player ratings of Man United 2, Leeds 0, the first preseason game that was played down in Oslo, and we're here to rate all the 24 players that took part. No, all the 22 players that took part into the United side, because every side we had to field 11 players, and we saw the first half end 0-0, and then when Ten Hag made wholesome changes and brought on the youngsters, we found ourselves in a situation of obviously scoring 2 goals. Emeran in the 67th minute and Joe Heugel in the 81st minute. That's how United found itself in a situation of really killing off this game in a very emphatic way down in Norway. Rokan David is my name. Smash the like button, comment and share. If you're only watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily as things really stand right about now. Now, let's start off with the first 11 players that came up with the field of play. Goalkeeper Tom Heaton had nothing to do in the entire game, and he found himself distributing, being a very good sweeper goalkeeper. Sometimes when tried to beat the high line, he came out and obviously acted very well. He played well, and I think he deserves a 6 out of 10. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, I think I'm giving him a 6.5 out of 10. Had nothing to do, unless otherwise, that only time when he was caught up in a 1v2 situation that saw Hannibal track well back and obviously slid into that ball that was just a tap in away from the striker of Leeds, and I thought that was around the 16th minute of the game. And Bissaka also had a very good game, and I'm giving him a 6.5 out of 10. Alvaro Fernandez, I really like the way he flied by that line, and I anticipate a lot of things to come in through for him, and he's really one of those players that you'll go ahead and obviously see make rounds around that left side. He might be one of those that might impress a lot and either be retained by Erik Ten Hag if at all don't get in a center back. As I've always told you, that if you don't get in a center back, that means Luxio is going to be one of our left-sided center backs, and maybe will be needing to retain Alvaro Fernandez. But he played very well, and I'm giving him a 6.7 out of 10. That is Alvaro Fernandez. Lisandro Martinez, returning from injury, he had nothing to do in the entire game, and he only had to be so much composed and do what he does best, of being technically gifted on the field of play, passing well from the back, and he was solid, and I'm giving him a 6.5 out of 10. Varane Rafael, captaining the side to the win, and I anticipate that he had some good 45 minutes in. He played very, very well down there in Oslo, and I'm giving him a 6.6 out of 10. When we go to the central midfield, Hannibal Mainoo played very well, and my problem with him was he was not really showing himself up to get the best, especially when that ball was being passed from the goal area of United. But in the central axis, as we approached the second third of the pitch, he really looked great, and he really found some line-breaking passes to Jadon Sancho, Mason Mount, and Amad Diallo. They really had a very good combination, and I'm giving him a 6.8 out of 10. Then he was played alongside Hannibal, to me one of the best players on the field of play, especially in the first half. He really had a very good game. Line-breaking passes, pressed very well, and I like his aggressiveness. That's why he saw himself get a yellow card around the 10th minute of the game. But that aggressiveness is one that you'll always want in to see to it that your players are all putting up on the field of play, especially if at all you remember when we played Liverpool. Liverpool beat us by, was it 4-0 when Hannibal came in through and obviously got a yellow card in a space of just 1 minute, and he almost survived the red card as Ralf Rangnick brought him on the field of play. He ran and showed the character of the club of Manchester United. So he's really one of those players that you'd love to keep on the field of play, but it's all in the hands of Erik Ten Hag whether he retain him, sell him, or send him on another long season loan. Remember, he spent the long season loan at what was the side at Birmingham, and he scored the Birmingham goal of the season from a free kick. And today you saw him that he could have got himself 2 assists, if at all. Jadon Sancho and Mason Mount were really clinical and made their efforts count. So, to me, I'm giving him a 7 out of 10. He really looked good. He really looked good, and he showed the hunger of really proving Erik ten Hag that I deserve a place into that midfield of Manchester United. Then afterwards, there was Mason Mount, man making his debut, missed out on a very good chance, and there were some other 2-3 chances that could have gone ahead to really do the needful, but he really showed that he's really some good addition in that midfield, because he almost stepped on every blade of the grass in the stadium that we played in in Norway, and he really had a very good game. And you will always not judge him into games like this where he's having Hannibal and Kobe Mainoo playing behind him. You'll obviously judge him when he's having Eriksson or Casemiro behind him, or Bruno Fernandes and Casemiro behind him, to see how far he can go into this beautiful game of football. But he had quite a decent game for me, and I'm giving him a 6 out of 10. That is for Mason Mount. And Englishmen, the Sun has gone ahead and put out a title or a headline that Mason Mount runs the show. Did he really run the show? I think if I talk about people that ran the show in the first half, it's Hannibal, Kobe Mainoo, Amad Diallo, and I think Alvaro Fernandes. Those are the players I saw that really ran the show, and they kept us on the edge of our seats throughout the entire 45 minutes. That is it. So, I'm giving him a 6 out of 10. That is Mason Mount. Then we go to Amad Diallo. Oh, guys, he showed what we really wanted. And if he keeps playing like that and improving more, because he's going to look better if at all we get a better midfield and a certified center forward, because a certified center forward like maybe Anton Martial or Rasmus Højlund just puts them into play more and more, and he gets spaces to run in and obviously shoot, So because we lacked a number 9 and we played with a false number 9, that's why you saw to it that all the defenders could gang up onto that side where Amad Diallo had the ball, because we had no presence into the 18 yards box area of the opponent to see to it that we kill off those chances in a nick of time. So Amad Diallo really had some good cutbacks, squares to the players of Man United. He was not selfish, and I like his end product on his game. His game end product is really great. If Anthony doesn't work on his end game product, then this guy is going to come in through and obviously cause a lot of havoc to him, and competition might not go down well him, because Ten Hag goes in for those that have gone ahead to prove to him that they can get this over the line. Because for Anthony, he just comes in through, cuts back, and obviously goes in for a curling effort. But we never saw Amad Diallo going in for the curling efforts when he was still onto the right inside tunnel. Every time he shot, because I saw him shoot twice, he just skipped past these players, and because there was no well-placed United player, that's when he went in for a shot. That is Amad Diallo for you. And every time he was still into or onto the right half spaces, even if he went towards the byline, he never went in for a shot. He just looked out for a well-placed player, and on those occasions he found Sancho and I think Mason Mount. I think that's when he really put in 2 beautiful cutbacks in there for you. So I anticipate that this man is really going to see us obviously get to where we deserve to be as a team of Man United, and we anticipate that the best is yet to come for him. And I'm giving him a 7.5 out of 10 for me, because he really put up a very decent and eye-catching performance there. That is Amad Diallo. We go to the player Jadon Sancho. I've seen people slating him. Sancho has been played out of position, and to me I think he had a very good game. And he cannot really get a below 6 for me, and I'm giving him a 6 because he really had some intricate passes, the way he really made himself available every time, dropping deep into the midfield, dropping left, you saw, leading the line and trying to play some good passes to Hannibal, to Foson, to Amad Diallo, to Mason Mount. I think he deserves a 6 out of 10 for me. That is Jadon Sancho. And him being played out of position is one of those that never made him look good. But I think it's the first game of the preseason, and we shouldn't judge these players because they've been not playing football for the last 5-6 weeks, and they're just back here to really get back to full fitness. Now, I think the games that you're going to go ahead and obviously judge these players are going to be that of Real Madrid, right? Borussia Dortmund, right? The game against Lyon. No, the game against is it Nice or Rennes and Atletico Bilbao, because they would have gone ahead to put in some 2-3 good games into their legs, and the manager will see them play close to 60 minutes into that preseason. Then Foson, I'm giving him a 6 out of 10 because he also showed his altitude and obviously gave us the best that we deserve to see as a club of Manchester United. To the substitutes, Kova, who came as a goalkeeper, I'm giving him a 6.8 out of 10. He showed us how good he is when it comes to being a well-composed goalkeeper, playing all the way from the back. Now, Brandon Williams, left back, 6 out of 10 for me. Then Gore, 6.5 out of 10. Then Fish also had a very good game, 6.3 out of 10 in the central defense. Then Jurado, I think he had really some good runs, and I liked his composure on the ball, and I'm giving him a 6.4 out of 10. When we go to the man himself who captained the second side, that was Charlie Savage. Played very well, and he controlled that midfield, and he showed a little bit of composure, and he gave it a go whenever it required, and I'm giving him a solid 6 out of 10. Then Barnett, the man he played alongside him, obviously 6 out of 10. Then Hansen Aaron with the assist of the first goal. This boy is really magnificent. He's being referred to as the next Luka Modric, and I'm giving him a 6.7 out of 10. Then we go to Shora Shoretille. It's a 6 out of 10. He never really impacted the game as I expected him to do. He never risked a lot. I don't know why, yet he found himself on the ball most of the times. He tried to run across the pitch with the ball and obviously tried to find Emran, but sometimes he found himself giving out the ball. So I'm giving him a 6 out of 10. Then we go to Hegel, limited service, but he obviously made it count when a pass from Emran came in through to make it 2, and I'm giving him a 6.5 out of 10. And then Emran, I'm giving him really giving him 8 out of 10 for me, because he scored a goal and put up an assist for the club of Manchester United to get that well-deserved win. You know, it's always good to see to it that these youngsters find themselves scoring in such games, because when they do, they put themselves in a situation of really building their confidence higher and higher. Now, for Erik ten Hag, 6.5 out of 10, and the referee 7 out of 10, though he gave in a yellow card that I thought was really uncalled for in the 10th minute for Hannibal. And who is my man of the match? In the first half, my man of the match was Amad Diallo. Second half, my man of the match was Emran. And in the entire game, because what matters are the goals. Emran scored the first goal and created the second one. He had even went in for a brace in the 90th minute of the game, though it was saved and the referee blew the whistle. So I'm giving him the entire man of the match of the entire two halves. So your thoughts on who the man of the match was for Man United as we took on Leeds are welcome in the comment section below. Tell me your player ratings, and they are hugely welcomed onto this beautiful channel of yours known as United Matters channel. I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. May the living true God bless you abundantly. Rock and David remains my name. I sign out for now. See you later, my lovely mates and my Muslim viewers and subscribers. Barak Lau Fikum.